How are you, sir? I wanted to stop by and say hello to everyone.
Well, let me introduce you to our matron. How are you, Dr. Foster?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. This is our General Counsel from Turkey, and this is our President University, and our Provost. This is Dr. Engels and Dr. Foster.
Nice to meet you.
And this is our local presence, is Islam, and this is the Dr. Foster, Dr. Hopkins, and Dr. Engels.
Well, we're happy to have you with us tonight for this
It's right there, it'd be great. Everything good. And then we want to get a group and... Okay. We ready? Wait. Okay, this, we're ready? All right. I want to get like how they take our best side.
When we've been on the stop, our people are used to dealing with security and with other issues that go with that. And regionally, with Wright Pat nearby, there's...
I have no concerns about the things that I will get from you. I have concerns about the things that I will keep. It's not that, we don't have the potential. We really have a huge potential in terms of economic infrastructure and human infrastructure, I should say. The thing is that to establish that basics is quite important for me. Not to embarrass myself or that's
we appreciate that.
Otherwise, I've got nothing to hide. My country is the 17th largest economy in the world, and it's a member of the G20. It's now called among those BRIC countries, those BRIC, there's Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Now we are called, people are talking about +2, which is BRIC +2 is South Korea and Turkey. These are all, rising economic powers.
Yes.
So, and when you're a rising economic power, you have to find new places, new areas to emerge, and this continent, United States especially, is the missing link in terms of. Otherwise, we enjoy great political and strategic relations with U.S. We are allies in NATO, and we call each other as model partners, which is something new. It's beyond strategic partnership. But the nature of relations as to economy, culture, science do not fit into that huge, let's say, definition, which is model partnership. This is not what model partnership should be. So, if they want model partnership, my country wants it. If U.S. wants it, yes, they should, encourage us once in the field to do our business. And I don't want my efforts to go away. I've been traveling. It's been 3.5 months, but I've been to 5 states so far. I've got 12 states under my responsibility area, which means 12 different countries in European sense. So
Yes.
they are huge, political-wise, economic-wise. These are huge countries in Europe, if you correspond them to any country in Europe. So they need special approach. So we need to be ready for that, and that's what I feel. And my tours so far in the field are towards that, to establish the basics and the basic framework to sell it to my capital. But I'm really encouraged by the forthcoming, approach that I have been facing here in Dayton. Thanks to them and your approach as well. But thank you for building up on this program that Anthony and Islam worked on.
We appreciate you taking the time to come. I know it's been a busy day, and we have more time and things to go on. We can follow up with details. And Stephen and UCIE, we have a Dayton Council on World Affairs, which is housed here at Wright State, which is a regional organization. And it's run out of Wright State University. And so we've organized events, and it seemed like a very good connection, engaging our international student community as well as the rest of our campus. That Dr. Foster would be a very good lead point person on this to make sure that we step up and follow through with what's needed. But everybody I've talked to is very excited, and our president, who said, oh, he couldn't be here, but we got him here for 5 minutes.
That's very important.
He was off to
Thank
something.
you so much.
There is a sense of commitment. We're excited about opportunities and reaching out and expanding our borders and horizons as a university and then as a region also. So thank you very much for your interest.
Dr. Foster, I know I spoke to Dr. Engels a little bit about the council being here. One of the other projects we're doing, and part of what we do, Council General, Wright State is engaged in transforming the community, really transforming the global marketplace. So when we go out, or the students or the graduates are expected to go out and give back, to make a difference in that community. I was thinking in terms of, since we're opening up, we're purchasing a larger facility for the Ahıska Turkish Center, American Center, and I know that the council may be looking for a new home. That may be an opportunity, and I can't think of a better place, because I don't know any other center in our region that would have that engagement, and there would be room to do that. Something for us to think about. I know Islam has some questions that he needs to ask.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank personally Dr. Engel and Dr. Foster, and as well as the President, Dr. Hopkins, for honoring us. You are honored us to have us here, and thanks so much for your time. I would like to wish all the best in the year 2011, since we were just into it. And I hope that everything in your personal life and the business life will be just smooth as our day today. It was very great and productive. Behind to the business plan, I personally have spoken with the Honorable Ambassador as well as the Honorable Foreign Minister, Davutoğlu, and Anthony was with me during our conversation with the ambassador, and they're all very interesting. Of course, we have to build up the base for it, and we start doing. And having Honorable Consul General here is another proof that they consider it very seriously. And now it's on our side how we're gonna build projects. And I hope within the few months we'll have the information on other parties from Turkey who's willing to attend this event, so we can get their profiles and match their needs in the region. And I'm pretty sure that Wright State University will be more than helpful and more than kind to help us in order to reach their need, to meet their needs, the businesses. And see every business that's going to join us in that program will need to have something personal per individual business, what they contribute. And we need the research, and we count on Wright State University on that. Another part is coming back to the Ahıska Türk. I represent the Ahıska Türk, which is one of the smallest population in the whole Turkish subgroup, and we are being deported and we are without our own land for over 66 years, but we're without Turkey over 176 years. We first was under the Tsar Russia, under the Russian Empire.
Under the Tsar, yes.
Yeah, and then we was under the Soviet Union till ten's collapse, obviously. And we've been in the last 66 years we've been struggling, and it's the huge. This is a dream. This is a real American dream. I don't know if you what everybody can put under this phrase American dream, but I can say that going 5 years ago, coming here without any English, no money, even we've been humiliated in Russia just because we've been Turkish and just because we've been Russian. We live similar things that African Americans had to experience back in 50s, 40s. Nowadays, we experience that in Russia. And some of the states in Russia, example, Krasnodar, even didn't grant any paperwork for our people. So there is a lot of people who remain still there, but we've been fortunate that the United States government accepted us in 2004. And since then, there's about 15,000 of us moved here. And Dayton has one of the largest populations. Since 2007, we are starting moving here, and we are transforming the community. And for the last 3 years, we've been only investing, inputting to the transforming community, and we never asked any help. We did everything ourselves. And we've been recognized by first we were recognized by the local people, then the city officials, now state officials, and I hope it's going to be in the region. And of course, we're very honored that our Turkish government thinks about it, and they're so kind to support us, and their support is extremely helpful and important. But there is something that Wright State can help us. Like I mentioned, there is thousands of Ahıska Turkish still live in the 9 different countries that became independent after Soviet Union collapse. And there's brilliant kids that in need of a better education, but they cannot get that education because of discrimination that they faced, only because they're Turkish. And if we can organize some scholarship program that can help this Ahıska Turkish, which is only the nation that really, we still trying to find a way to get back home, which is on the border of the Turkey and Georgia, nowadays it's Georgia, and we couldn't get through. So we need to more educate people to transform our community as well. Since they're Turkish, not the Russians, not the Kyrgyz, not the different nationalities, not Ukrainian, they cannot journey. They won't let you use that opportunity. So you have to either be very rich to come and get better education, or someone needs to help you do that. So my goal is, while I'm doing this, help those people, at least 1 or 2, those who really deserve to be here and do something, get better education so they can go back and change I'm trying to find the best word that will fit that, change the life of the people down there, change and bring the new, different point of view, because those countries and those people who live there, they need to start looking for things differently. And it's only possible if we can bring our people here so they can lead our community down there. Our community is almost about 800 to 1 million Ahıska Turkish, but they spread in 9 different countries, measure group. And we're trying to somehow unite everybody under one organizations, and we're trying to educate the people here so they can lead and will prevent any humiliation of our people down there. And I honestly appreciate your time, and I appreciate everything that Anthony, Turkish government, and the Wright State University did and willing to do for us in advance.
Great.
So Dr. Eylül, you see he's passed the gauntlet on to Wright State to at least consider how we could bring and offer scholarships to Ahıska Turkish students. And I can assure you from the young people that I'm involved here, they are beyond A students. They are perhaps what we were many, many years ago when we came to the States. We wanted to learn. These children are not discipline problems. They come to class already prepared. And so you would find that same for the older students. In fact, we were able to get, I consider his family my family now. Our younger sister, she's here.